Welcome, Survivor! We're out here flying around my ocean base that I built some weeks back. And while this time, or the last time rather, I built this above the waterline so you can actually land, I also realized in the end that actually, if you want to, you can turn your gyrocopter into sort of a makeshift submarine because it flies, or rather, it dives as well as it flies. And of course you might have some issue breathing, but since you can be down for a fair while, it still means that you can be down a fair bit and fly around, or rather submarine around with your gyrocopter really well. And I thought, hey, this is an opportunity for hiding your base even better. Let's say you have your base and you don't have anything above the waterline, but instead you have a way to land your gyrocopter inside it by having some automated doors. How would you do that? Let's say you have something, maybe not. I'm not really good at flying this one underwater. I have to practice more. But let's say you have a way in that doesn't require you to have a building on top. So that's what we're going to do this time. We are going to go down into the water and we're going to be building that. And the nice thing about a sea base is that it's actually not detectable from afar very easily. You'll see it's only the windows that really show up, and of course whatever is above the waterline. So since we have plenty of space here to build an extension, we're going to do that. We're going to do that as the submarine pen, and we're going to see what automated entryway we can make for that. Hopefully you enjoy this and get some ideas for your own ocean builds, and if you do, make sure you leave a subscribe on my channel, and of course ring that notification bell. Follow me on Twitter and join me on Discord, of course. One really interesting thing is that the game really doesn't like you to be below the water. I'm actually angled slightly downwards and it still pushes me upwards. So it's not like you have to sort of try to get down. Come on, go down, go down, go down. You have to try to go down because it's not that easy, and that makes it a little bit harder to sort of fly level underneath. But with some practice, I'm sure you can do it, or rather, maybe I'll be able to do it with enough practice. Oh, because this is really nice. I just wish there were maybe some zombie sharks or something that would allow you to actually see them. So I will be doing this flying around in God mode because it just makes it faster. As you saw last time I made this base, you can actually get down and actually started building this just entirely in survival, just to show you can get down and get that done. I don't want to drown midway and up having to respawn and stuff like that, so that's why I'm doing it in creative. So take care when you're doing this in survival. Don't drown. Make sure you have your bedroll inside so that if you do drown, well, it's easy enough to just go out and grab your things and continue building. So I've decided I'm going to do on this side, and I'm going to do it roughly the same as here. So I'm going to bring this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and make sure I build up the poles here. I'm just going to make a platform just like I've done with the rest of the building, because then you have something sort of to start from. Let's see, is that correct? Yes, it is. And once we have the pillars out, we're just going to expand a little bit here. We might make it still... Oh, I made it even worse. Oh, look at that. I always have that issue where I place things in the wrong line. So yeah, let's just remove these ones as well, just to make it look a little bit better. And let's just fill that in to have even more space. All right, so we are going to do this with... let's put a switch here temporarily. So we're going to connect the switch to the relay that I have that has power. And we're going to see, can we use these ones? Because these are really nice. And the question is, how can I turn these ones? Oh, you can turn them. Oh, that's a pity. I was hoping I would be able to turn them upside down and stuff like that. Well, maybe just one will be good enough then. Let's do this and let's turn it to the switch. And let's switch it on. Come on. Yes, perfect. So now that allows us to get in, and the question is what happens with the water, and we'll figure that out. Actually, do we need that further out? I think maybe we make this a little bit bigger. Actually, let's bring this out another 3 blocks. Okay, so I made this a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna give us a little bit of extra space on the outside here, because we might want to, well, we want to make sure that we actually can land, which is not necessarily so easy if we don't have enough space. So I have made this a little bit easier by just expanding, so we have a little of a landing place and a takeoff as well. Let's do that again. Let's connect it, and let's turn it on. Oh yeah, perfect. So with this, it means that we have something that possibly would work. It's obviously not done, but we're going to need some way to open and close it. And we're going to use basically, I think we're going to use the usual trick of the signal pass-through. And the way to do that is that we're going to need motion sensor. We're going to need 2 of them actually. Let's do that here. Let's have one here. And let's put one here for now. We might have to change that a little bit later on, but let's start with that. And then what we do is that we connect it from the wire relay to the first motion sensor. Important. Oh, I'm drowning. Of course, I'm no longer in God. Oh, that would explain why I'm dying. And then we go from that one to the second one. What this basically... Come on. The second one. Yes. What that basically means is that if one of them detects me, and of course I have to go into this one to target self. Yep, it should be all right. And this one... Oh... It does see me, but it doesn't. Oh, of course, I haven't connected it. Well, that's the dumbest thing ever. Let's have a couple of lights here as well, so we get a little bit of light. Come on, this one from here. See, this is one of you. What happens when you work with these things? You actually forget that you actually need to connect it. Ah, nice! Isn't that cool? Actually turns on when it sees you. Is this one seeing me? I think the one inside is seeing me because it's got a really wide one. Okay, good. So this one is going to be done. Then we're going to set this for, let's say, set it for 15 seconds. That might be good. Which means that, let me build up around it and we can actually test this out. I don't know what's going to happen with the water, so that'll be an interesting thing to test out as well. All right, that should do it. It recognizes me. I can come in. Oh, but I can't breathe because obviously there's water here as well. But it seems to be working. Now, how do you get rid of the water? So let's... now this one should be it. The best way of actually to use hay bales. You could use frames, but frames are not solid blocks. So what I like to do when I clear it, I like to... Oh, it's so slow. Basically, you fill up the whole space just with hay bales. Like this. You do that one by one. And once you've filled everything up with hay bales, how do you clear it? Well, actually, the easiest is just to grab them from the bottom because hay bales don't stick to anything. They can only exist by standing on top and not a block. So if you just remove the bottom one, well, everything else just falls down as well. So that's really, really simple. And hay bales are easy to craft as well. You just do hay bale, and you have some plant fibers, which you probably have thousands and thousands and thousands anyway. And if you want to save it, well, then you just pick it up from the top of it, which is fairly fast as well. I just like to see it fall. Ooh, fall. And we now have no more hay bale. And of course, I managed to destroy all my stuff as well. I'm just reconnect everything here because obviously I removed that to get everything done, and here we go. Doesn't this just look so nice? So now we have, and of course I made a doorway here into it because it seemed fitting. If I step out here, it will see me, it'll open up, and you go like, wow, what a nice view out here. And then you go out and it's water. So let's try that out. Let's get ourselves a gyrocopter. No, not the chassis. That wouldn't actually help us. Come on, get rid of it. I need a whole one. So we do that. With this one, we are going to fuel it up, get into it, and we just speed out of here. Ooh, nice. That was easy, wasn't it? So at least we can take off really easily because you're not really slowed down by it. And let's turn around here. See, can we actually get down here as well? So we're coming in here. It's not as easy as it looks, I have to tell you, because you have this tendency to keep going upwards. And so you have to, oh, come on. Yes. Oh, we get some water with us. Can I, if I have a bucket, can I actually, let's try that. I always wanted to see if I have a few buckets here. Can I pick this up? Oh, you can. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder if it because there's some damage to the... I wonder if it's because there's some damage to the area here, but it looks pretty good. At least that makes it feel a little bit genuine that you have some water seeping in, even if you have sort of an airlock. And now you're in, and you pick it up. Obviously, it's a little bit harder to turn, and you pick it out. And if you want to go out and you want to do your building and stuff like that, you want to do your painting, it's a pretty good place as well. And I do like to have some nice lights here as well. It just makes it a little bit more genuine at night. We're going to try a night landing as well. Let's make sure a couple of industrial lights here. Come on, open up. Open up. All right, so let's put in a couple of industrial lights here. I'm going to connect them from here as well so that they're always on. Like this. That should be pretty cool. Let's go back into our gyrocopter. And we fly out of here. Yes. Oh, perfect. I think having maybe a slightly longer landing ramp will probably be even better. Let's go to nighttime here. See, we're doing a night landing. Oh, actually not that bad. Let's see if we come in here. Oh, you don't see things very well at all. Let's see how... You don't... No, you actually don't see things. Oh! Right, so you can fly under your base if you want to. Oh, I'm stuck. No! Let me out. Okay. Let me out, please. Let me out. Let me out somewhere. So we're going to build up a little bit of a longer ramp here. Just to see if that'll make it easier. It's actually not that easy. Because you can't see it very well at night. Can I do something different? What if I put some... Let's see. What if I put some spotlights? Spotlight. And we use those ones because they have a pretty good... view. I do something like this. I do something like this. Let's take the power from one of this, which would work as well. Looks a little bit ugly, but it'll work. Then we connect this one, and we take this one and connect this one, and then we aim it a little bit better here. Let's see, we aim it upwards a little bit like that. That should be all right. And then we do the same thing with this. Light is always a problem at night. Okay, so I hope you can see them better. So let's try that out. You come in through your... Oh, you definitely can see them. Oh yeah, you see them much better. Oh, you see the blue ones. Okay, that's good. And then you come down here and... Oh, no, I'm going to... Oh, crash! Okay. Okay, I see them here. I see them. I'm slowly coming. Oh, actually, you don't have to go so fast, but you do have to... Oh, you do have to angle yourself. Oh. Oh, that's the problem. If I don't have any power, I'm actually... Oh, I'm actually sinking. Oh, rather, sorry, I'm not sinking. I'm floating. But the light there does help. But it does mean you have to be a little bit more careful about... Oh, this is not easy at all. Oh. Can you... Oh, no, no. Okay, if you can consistently do this better than me, I will be very impressed. Because this is... Oh, this is not easy at all. What I've realized is that coming from a sharp angle here is probably the way to do it. Because... Oh, no. Okay, let's pretend I didn't get off there. Because that makes it a lot easier. Oh, this is not easy at all. But anyway, it does give you a way in and out. Unfortunately, and I tried this with... Oh, no, no, let me in. No! Open, open, open. Come on. Hello. No, 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 no. Yeah, open up. Oh, come on. Don't let me drown out here. I did try this with a motorcycle. I was thinking, hey, if the... Let's pick this up because it's in the way. If you can do this with a gyrocopter, can't you do this with a motorcycle and just drive along the floor as ocean bed? And... unfortunately, it doesn't work. Oh, they're like, oh, this is really slow. Because I was thinking that, hey, if you can fly or submarine your way with a gyrocopter, can't you do the same with a motorbike? Because then you actually don't need a gyrocopter. You can just drive your motorbike out here. And no, this is not the way to do it. This is really, really slow. So it does seem that the only way to do it is make sure you use your gyrocopter. But at least with some practice, I'm sure you can get in and out of your base a lot easier. And yeah, we probably need some lights in here. Pew! Whew. Get into your base and dry off because you'll probably be fairly wet. But anyway, this is how you do it. signal pass through, use a garage door, and make sure you use the hay bales to clear out the water. And then yeah, you get some water here, but who cares? Doesn't really matter, you know, just lets you wet your feet a little bit as you look out and maybe watch the sun rise over the world. I'll see you next time.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.